All righty. Well, there's stream. See if we can hear it coming in. Okay, let's get through this because we don't have much time today with a half day, and I want to get you a little time to work on stuff. Again, I am doing the interim grades today, so if you can get anything done right now, I will try and include it. Don't be too nervous. The interims are just a checkpoint. The quarter is the real grade. So let's get in what we can. About 6, 7 students are still not over the line. So I want, vocab quizzes, Black History Month, who are you thinking of working with? Certainly your assignment 1 for the Rube Goldberg maze, 3 examples and the one that you're going with. Those are all great ways to quickly get your score to where you need it to be. Vocab quizzes are probably the easiest if you haven't done them. Also, if you have not done your Introduce Yourself forum, right? The Introduce Yourself forum is 20 easy points. Okay, so welcome, Beverly. I was just saying, please, anyone who has not done the Introduce Yourself forum, here, let me quickly switch my sharing so I can show you. I think this is it. Yes. Okay, so here is the forum. If you have not done this, please get it done. I'm going to put the link in the chat. This is 20 points, 20 assessment points, and it's ridiculously easy. What's your name? What are 3 places you'd rather be other than school? What's one thing you'd do to change the world? If you won the lottery and you were 18, what would you do? That's it, 20 points. Please do not fail and not do this. I'm asking you, for me, it hurts me. All right, so let's get back to sharing what we're supposed to be sharing. Somebody saying something? I don't think so. I'm just hearing something.
I have a question, Mr. Stark.
Hang on. Oh, that's it. Go ahead.
Would you be accepting missing work till today? Because I know till like today's interims. So will you?
Well, I be accepting what?
Missing work?
I don't know who that is. There goes that. If you want to ask me again. So the idea is we're going to have a little time once I get done with the presentation to hopefully get something in. I have to do my grades. My grades are due by 5 o'clock today. So yes, you can turn in anything you can right now. After this class, I will be looking and trying to pick up anything that was recently turned in, but then I need to do them. As I say, don't be overly concerned. If it doesn't get into this grade, it's going to get into the quarter. The quarter is the real grade. This is just a checkpoint for you to see, am I doing okay? Am I not? I want everyone passing, all right? So what we're going to quickly do is our presentation on biotechnology and genetic engineering. There's Kelly. And then we're going to work on our projects or any back assignments that you want to. All right, what is due is your vocab, organic practices, and genetically modified. That was due on the 9th. The Marble Run assignment 1, designs in your final choice. That, if you haven't done it, is a very easy one. Just 3 pictures of potential marble runs and which one are you going to make. All right, we are not turning in assignment 2 for the marble run yet. We will. You have access. Let me just show you. Come on. If you are trying to work on that, the idea is that you have access to all these materials in last module. So here is the actual worksheet. This is not the submit. I'm going to put the submit in come Monday. But this lets you put your list of materials, a photo of your materials, and ideally 2 photos or videos of you building your run. I'm really excited. You guys have come up with some great ideas and great runs. It's going to be fun. All right. Oh, look, there's Zach. How did we lose Zach? I swear he was here. Okay. So now we're going to rocket through this. Okay. Our homework is going to be the biotech and genetic engineering vocab quiz. Oh, that date's wrong. That's going to be due next week, next Tuesday. Our marble run assignment is going to be due next Friday, just because I think it's a little weird to have to turn it in on the Tuesday. Our objective or goal is that you will be assessing the differences between biotechnology and genetic engineering. We will continue to apply the 12-step engineering design loop to our marble run projects. All right. Yes. Oh, just so everyone knows, this policy is to try and take stress off of you, but it's hard if you don't know the policy. I am not counting off for late work. You can turn anything back into me. You can fix whatever your projects are, or if there are problems. I got no problem. I will take whatever you're giving. My problem right now is I have to get my grades in. So if it doesn't get into this grade, it will get in the next grade. Don't worry. The grade that really counts is going to be the end of next interim, which is the actual quarter. All right. Biotechnology and genetic engineering. People have used scientific activities to improve plants and animals for hundreds of years, thousands of years, I would guess. They have used selective breeding of livestock. Look, it's Shepsu. They've used selective breeding of livestock and cross-pollination of plants to create new or improved plants and animals. That is normal breeding. That is crossbreeding natural plants, animal to animal. In recent history, technology has also been used for this goal. This technology is called biotechnology, right? All right, biotechnology is used in selective breeding of livestock and cross-pollination of plants to create new or improved plants and animals. So this is the idea that this wheat here, it probably used to only have about 20 grains per stalk, where now it has 40. That is from breeding. Good food for horses, sunflowers that produce a lot of seeds, beef cows that grow big and strong and have great beef on them. Okay. Biotechnology, here's our word, can be defined as the use of living organisms to develop and improve foods, medicines, and other products. Very simple. Biotechnology can be defined as the use of living organisms to develop and improve foods, medicines, and other products. Okay, biotechnology has applications in such areas as agriculture, pharmaceuticals, food and beverage, medicine, energy, the environment, and genetic engineering. All right? They use a catalyst in the selected process. The word catalyst means something is used to cause a reaction. It's actually to lower the ability to do the reaction. It makes it easier for the reaction to occur. The catalyst, however, causes the reaction, but does not enter into the reaction itself. Okay, Easiest one I can think of is your catalytic converter. Your catalytic converter has platinum in it. It has a platinum mesh. And this is because platinum has the ability to capture and break the bonds of like carbon monoxide, or I can't think of what other pollutants. It is helping to break down the pollutants of car exhaust into water and CO2. Okay? The platinum is never used in the reaction. Platinum happens to have a physical property that it can capture like carbon dioxide molecules and break them, okay? It makes the reaction much quicker and easier, but the catalyst is not actually consumed in the reaction. That platinum mesh in your car exhaust is always there. It never gets used up in the process. Don't ask me why they give us mayonnaise. GMO versus selective breeding, okay? Genetically modifying things is very different than selective breeding. It is the same end result. You want a better product. You are trying to crossbreed to create a better plant or animal. You are inserting the genes of other animals into a vegetable to try and create a better product. Transgenic is what it's called when like a fish gene is inserted into a tomato. That's across species. It scares me. But they have been able to do some great things. Selective breeding is when you take two organisms of the same type and breed them over and over in order to favor certain traits. Like you want oranges that are sweet, not sour. GMO is when you explain how putting a tomato in a fish tank gives you a better tomato. No, it's the idea that you can be inserting animal genes into a plant gene. The whole thing that is so disturbing about genetic modification is sometimes they are creating sequences that do not occur in nature. Vaguely, you wonder, why has this sequence not occurred in nature? People like Monsanto are very keen on pushing out these products that they are able to sell for high cost, but there has not been the years of research that we need to understand what genetically modified products are going to do to our environment or us as humans, the stewards of that environment. The term biotechnology is fairly new. The practice, however, can be traced back into distant history. Evidence suggests that the Babylonians used biotechnology to brew beer as early as 6000 BC. Woohoo! Always good to know they were quaffing a beer back in the old days. As far back as 4000 BC, the Egyptians used biotechnology to produce bread. What I am guessing ties these both together is yeast. That I'm guessing this is the use of yeast or creating yeast that could produce these products. During World War I, scientists used an additive to change the output of a yeast fermentation process. The result was glycerol instead of ethanol. The glycerol was a basic input to explosives manufacturing. This is the war. You need explosives. We did not have the raw materials or resources we needed. We figured out a way to get yeast to create glycerol instead of alcohol as their fermenting process, right? That's what we use to create alcohol in beer. Yeast, okay? During World War I, scientists used the fermentation process to produce antibiotics. It's the same idea, I believe, how we are producing things like insulin today from bacteria, animal insulin from bacteria. Today, biotechnology has a major impact on modern agriculture. Agricultural biotechnology is being used to create, improve, or modify plants, animals, and microorganisms. It is being used to produce new pest-resistant and chemical-tolerant crops. This is done through a process called genetic engineering. Here's our definition. Another nice short one. Genetic engineering can be defined as the direct manipulation of an organism's genes using biotechnology. I believe these chickens down here are naturally bred, but this is how powerful natural breeding is. What genetic engineering does is make it all happen much quicker. You can create, what would take you years of breeding could be done overnight in a lab because you can skip to that end step. So here is pretty amazing. 1957, the average 6-week-old chicken was 905 grams. 30 years later, in 1978, it had doubled in weight to 1,800 grams. Another 30 years, and it doubled again to 4,000 plus grams. I hate to tell you, a sad thing is turkeys these days, commercial turkeys, their breasts grow so fast that if the turkeys are allowed to live, which most are slaughtered at about a year or so, they suffocate because their breasts are so large that they crush their lungs. They can't breathe because they have been engineered to just be a machine, a meat producing machine, basically. It's a little sad. Okay, so here's babies. This is what's called bioethics. We may be able to program our babies. Is that what we want to do? Give them 20/20 vision, low risk of Alzheimer's or breast cancer, a high IQ, no baldness, perfect pitch, they can hear perfectly, sprinters' muscles. I hate to say, I believe these may be choices in your lifetime that you will be faced with the idea of genetically modifying your children. I am not a fan of it, okay? But that's the beauty of life. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone gets an opinion. So here's here's genetic engineering. Oh, no. But genetic engineering can be defined as the direct manipulation of an organism's genes using biotechnology. The person who manipulates the genes is not a gene manipulator, but called a genetic engineer, okay? New crops have helped combat disease. Golden rice was developed using genetic engineering. This new rice provides infants in developing countries with beta carotene to fight blindness. That's vitamin A. Carrots give you vitamin A, and vitamin A is very essential to your ability to see or see in the dark, as my grandfather would tell me. So this is significant. This is the idea that vitamin A is critical to sight. If you have no beta carotene in your diet, you may go blind. So this was a great invention to get beta carotene through rice. Biotechnology is a major factor in increasing crop yields. It has helped produce more food on the same number of acres. That is also a primary goal of cross-pollination and breeding programs. For example, biotech has been used to produce soybeans that are resistant to certain herbicides. I am also not a big fan of that. So what they do is Monsanto created a soybean that's resistant to Roundup. So what this means is they can douse the fields in Roundup and it won't kill the soybeans, but it will kill everything else. Do I really want to eat a soybean that has been doused in Roundup multiple times while it was growing? I don't know. I'm not. We're done. All right, so it is 10:40. Let me double check our timing here. Ooh. So we don't have too much time. We only have about 10 minutes left to work on projects or anything you'd like to. Does anyone have something they would like me to do or demonstrate? Okay, so I'm just going to stop sharing for a moment. I will call out things that we have that will get you points, okay? Just going to look at our grades. Okay, So we've got our vocab quizzes. Don't worry about warm-ups. Practice points are not going to get your grade to change. Worry about things with assessment points. Okay? Our Black History Month projects were pretty amazing. They were 30 points. The worksheet for the Black History Project you can do now. 3 people you're interested in covering and 1 that you will do a project on. All right, that's all it is. We've got vocab quizzes. I've still got a lot of people who never did the forum introduce yourself. You can still do that. That is 20 assessment points. I was trying to find, we should also have our assignment 1 for Rube Goldberg, right? There it is. So your assignment 1 for Rube Goldberg is just 3 pictures of a marble run and which one you're going to go with. Very easy. So why don't I'm going to do a quick vocab quiz because I'm still worried that people are not positive about how they're supposed to do them, and then maybe try and find some marble run images. Okay. Warm-ups are not graded for accuracy. Warm-ups are just graded for completion. So everybody, as I say, anyone who does a warm-up should get full credit for it. All right, here's our quiz. Let me preview it. All right. So remember, on our quizzes, the words are always in the top of the quiz in the title, in parentheses. So our words are biotechnology and genetic engineering for week 6. All right. I have the PowerPoint right here. I can just open it up and I can copy my definitions out of it. All right. So what is the first vocabulary term? Right here, biotechnology. All right, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to say my first term is biotech. Now, what do I need? My term can be defined as, I need my, I'm going to look. It was pretty quick, wasn't it? There it is. Biotechnology can be defined as. All right, I'm just going to copy that. Drop it right in here. So your term can be defined as, biotechnology can be defined as the use of living organisms. Okay, Google. Just going to put biotechnology in here and see what I get. What are my images? All right. Oh, there we go. Let's do this one. All right, so I'm going to right click on this and I'm just going to copy it. I learned this from a student. And then I just have to paste it on there. Bang, look, I got a nice shot. All right. And I am a biology major, so I'm saying I understand biotech. I'm going to give myself a 4. Second term. Gee, what was it? I go back to the top. Genetic engineering. There's my second term. Okay. The second term is genetic engineering. It can be defined as, well, let's see, there's biotech. There's that baby. There it is, genetic engineering. I'm just going to copy that and pop it right in. Genetic engineering can be defined as the direct manipulation of an organism's genes using biotechnology. Perfect. Okay, let's go genetic engineering. See what they got for me. I'm going to go to images. Ooh, I like this one. All right, so again, I'm just going to right click on it. I'm going to copy it. I'm just going to drop it right here. Bang. Oh, shoot. I have not been sharing. That was stupid of me. Shepsy, you got to find whatever you can. And yes, your parents will get upset if you throw away all the toilet paper so you can just get the rolls. You can make a roll very easily. You can do it with newspaper. You can do it with paper. All you got to do is just roll up the paper and then put a rubber band or a little tape around it, and bang, you got your tube. So if you're worried about having to get, toilet paper, paper towel tubes, don't worry about that. You can make them. You can make them just as easy out of paper, okay? Other things that I saw were things like it was like a cracker box. Things like that can work. Just get creative. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show. I'm sorry I was not showing while I did this. So what I did was I opened up my PowerPoint right here so I can go to it. First word is right here in the top, biotechnology. Then in my definition, I went to my PowerPoint. And I don't want genetic engineering, I want biotech. So here, I just copy it out of this slide, really easy. Drop it in. So it says biotechnology, then I search the term in Google, look for an image, copy it, and then paste it in there. All right, that's very easy. But how I think genetic engineering is a little confusing, so I'm going to say a 3. And I'm done. All right, if I wanted to do, we got 1 minute left. I was just going to go for assignment 1. Assignment 1, marble run. Okay. All I need are 3 images, and then I pick one. Okay, we're done. I was just going to show you that if I search gravity marble runs, there's a lot of images, and all you got to do is, like I said, make a copy and drop it in there. Yeah, these are not the best. There's one. I've seen that one before. Here's one. Somebody said they had a bunch of weird old train tracks. You can all leave. It is Friday. Thank you. Try and get anything done as quick as you can. If I don't get it into this grade, it will get in the next one. Okay?
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Hey, bye, Mr. Swift. Have a great day.
I will try my hardest. James, I want something from you, Mr. Allen. I know you can do this. Dream, did you get my, I sent you a few of those slides. I'm dying to see your slides, but you're okay for the moment. All right, Brian, Dream, Kelly, somebody with no name. Hello. Is that you, Beverly? Dream. All right, team. See you later.